turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers.
Come on,
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. Right there, 56. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Play 56.
Here's Haskins to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see. Let's go. Come on. Protect the backer. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing on second and long. Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike's 50. All day, dog. 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50's the Mike.
Now Haskins, third and long. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. 180. 42's the Mike.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
They can't hang with us.
Trubisky will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And that's complete to Adams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They'll run on 1st down. Folding. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back your game plan coming in. Everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, switch gears. Check three. Joker. Orbit.
2nd down, Haskins. Flushed out right. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimeous St. Brown. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I'm going. Mike 56. Mike 56. Come on, D. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Looking to throw, Haskins. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's good for the Packers. 1st down.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check three.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Check 56. And we heavy on the edges.
From midfield now, Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 50.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here comes Cohen. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Silver. Deuce. Blue. Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Trubisky to throw. And he'll find Hall. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
56. 64. Wait. 56. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Go.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a DB, you're giving up a ton of height on that play to the receiver. So if they want to play a 50-50 ball, that's going to make it difficult. All you can do is rely on your technique. Try and time it. Try and figure out when the ball's going to arrive and meet it when it gets there.
And on that play, short man won.
Check. Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike 50. I don't think you got it, son.
Third down. Here's Haskins. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
I got you, son. I got you, son.
On second down now. Folding. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
180. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Double time. 3 down.
On second down, Fuller. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. third down. Foley. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Right there, 56.
They go play action with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
No. Off. Echo. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Rip left. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 9.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 says you never show them that you're sweating. Still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Check 3. Switch.
Back to the air. Haskins after the pick six. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, D.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Khalil Mack, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Haskins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A huge play there for Chicago. 57 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hold up.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hayward. What's right?
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go. Mike 56.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike.
General, West, exit.
Under 10. 10.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 15-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Here we go.
Again, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Go. Mike 56. Mike 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, here's Haskins. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
On first down, Foley.
Check 31, check 31.
38 yards on the scamper there.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you talk about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the Packers' 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He'll take a shot for the end zone as his guys are in for 6. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Rotate, spell. Orbit, orbit.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. Haskins now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Back now at Lambeau. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Eddie Jackson picks it. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
You can't stop me.
Here's Haskins to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56, right there, right there.
Now Haskins, third and long. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. A big run there, 29 yards in the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Sit up. 180. Check. 18. I got wide. Shift.
Now a give, right side. Folding. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, and he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Delta. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins going for Metcalf. And got his man complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here I come again.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56.
Bring it. Bring it. Ready. Ready. 56 is the mic. Go. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Twist, twist. Twist, twist. 56.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins escaping the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 3 bucks.
Throwing again. Here's Haskins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. And the 49ers have scored to swing back in front. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Packers' 44-yard line.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
I got one. Check 99. Check 99. Alert 3.
On 3rd down, Foley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
All day, baby, all day.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket, don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Mike Giver, 1,000. Tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates in a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a mansion. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make it. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They check it to 10.